So Fatma now up with new ball.
Oh, there was a diving effort. He got the room and she went all out with it. Got a boundary.
Quick on offer, and she made sure she utilized it. It was aerial, yes, not much in control. Relied more on the reach and just the hands. Got away with it.
These are the chances you'll have to take.
That was quite far away, I would say, Paddy.
Talk about the batter. You get it short, you cut it.
Well, I think for a second, even the batter had a heart in the mouth.
Yeah, with power play on, it'll be fielders out. That's the luxury you won't have after that. So whatever chance you can take it now.
Pakistan, if they were watching the early game between Nepal and UAE, I think they had a blueprint. They should have a blueprint how Mandhana played that innings. And the one standout thing was he punished those loose deliveries. Especially in T20, you need to bounce on those opportunities to score runs.
Yeah, you need to have that robust approach, attacking mindset. Oh, well bowled. Completely disguised, and wicketkeeper doing a fine job. Not easy standing up to the stumps and taking that cleanly.
I think Renuka is usually very effective if the keeper stands up, is because that allows the bowler.
So that's the reason. Batsmen then will not be coming out because you have wicketkeeper standing up. So that's a good move. Slip is intact still. Well bowled.
For that pitched up delivery as well.
Only best chance can be going over the top straight. But for that, you need something in the slot, and she's not bowling in the slot. It's not just the line, it's the length also that is so perfect at this moment. Again, she has to manufacture a shot. She does it quite successfully. Ends the over with a boundary. It's 3 gone, 19 for 1. 8 teams, 10 days of pulsating action. Final to be played on 28. Now flat throw. Oh no. Able to collect 2.
For this partnership, Muniba just crafting that shot. She knew the length was going to be pitched up, but the line actually helped her to play that shot with the fielder up in the circle. Both of them are quick between the wickets.
Love the word you used, crafted. She had to, because there was no other way. All your options were shut, and that was quite brave of her. 10 days of pulsating action. Have those 2 games, Malaysia versus Thailand, Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh.
Yes, I did. And today we have 8 teams. And I'm sure in the coming years, we will keep adding more and more teams. Qualifiers to get into Asia Cup.
Yeah, because that is what the story is. Cuts it beautifully. We'll get a boundary for that one. The moment she got room, that's 4 written all over it.
I was talking about, just go hard at it if you feel. Make sure you've got a steady base, you hit it hard. Earns another boundary. Width has been a problem. Even in the earlier game, we saw a lot of runs coming from outside off stump.
Good thing is, whenever they are sensing an opportunity, they are capitalizing on that. Shot. Will that be wicket number 2? It is wicket number 2. Vastraka gets a second. India get Muniba.
I think as we were speaking about Pooja Vastraka's short ball, there it was. And Muniba tried to play it as an uppercut, I think, but maybe she met the ball much earlier than what is required, and it was a simple catch to Jemimah at cover, then she would be disturbed.
Alia Riaz, plenty of experience. Has to play better than what the average suggests. Got 115 T20 internationals to her name. Batter pulls, missed time. Oh, wicket, another bouncer. That was a quicker one. 4 gone, 26 for 2. India has not waited for wickets to come their way. They've created chances. At one end, there's no pace. At the other end, pitch it in short.
Did stuck a little bit in the surface. Manipali was trying to utilize the pace, but couldn't really get it out of the middle. She was furious, and rightly so. In Pakistan.
Bowler didn't appeal. Richa Ghosh was interested for a very long time. Bowler, just for formality's sake. Yeah, because there was a thickish inside edge. There was an edge too. Let's take a look. Two noises.
Was it off the bat? But from the view, it looks like.
Excited. Well bowled. I quite like the length she bowls with the kind of pace she has.
Leg side.
And what this good bowling is doing is it's forcing the Pakistan batters to create chances then. Playing out of their comfort zone, trying to play same field, both fielders on the onside. Mid wicket and backward square leg. Well bowled yet again. Richa, wicket keepers in the history of the game. Can go on and on about the last ball of the fifth over coming. Pitches it up finally, but that too is a dog.
As we see Deepti Sharma, tournament final.
Arm ball doesn't take the edge, but she's interested there. Deepti Sharma always in the battle. Love that from a spinner.
As an action every ball this over.
Back up.
As well.
Oh, that's gone through. That is not the best effort at short fine. Deepti is not happy. It's the second boundary conceded.
It was an awkward bounce there for Renuka Singh Thakur, but she should really have cut this one off. As a bowler, you want to back your other bowlers up. She didn't do a good job there. It did take an awkward bounce, but you'd back her to stop that 9 times out of 10. But this was the one, and it's a useful over for Pakistan.
Slightly delayed. Right, on their first toss in the opening game, Pakistan decided to have a bat. Gulfaroza started off well, but pulled the length back. So Harmanpreet Kaur take the easiest of catches to give India their first breakthrough. Short ball has worked wonders for them. They have the bowlers that exploit surface if it's sticking up just short of a length. Previous over was eventful. We are now outside the power play by bringing Radha Yadav on, and she has protection in the form of long on, deep mid wicket, deep square, and a sweeper on the offside.
Watching her on television, but she's coming from a high angle, and that can help her get some bounce, but that time it wouldn't have helped because it's gone down leg side.
I'll be pleased with her last outing in India colours. Important win to level the T20I series, picked up 3 for 6. Moment, another 2 tomorrow. This time Sri Lanka hosts, taking on Bangladesh. Before that, the other 2 teams in Group A. We're quite excited to see how Malaysia and Thailand go. Pakistan then play the UAE, and then on the 20th, semi-finals, double-header on the 26th, and the right to play the final on Sunday the 28th. Talking of tenders, we'll be playing bilateral cricket, perhaps in varied conditions.
It's a real bonus for the 4 teams here that are going to the World Cup to play in the tournament format. Games coming thick and fast, different opposition, so you can't line anyone up. Score the runs, take the wickets.
It's a really tidy start. Shriyanka Patil.
Attention to the field on the offside here. That boundary fielder on the offside, very, very square, just trying to take the reverse sweep out.
Oh, that looks good, but not good enough for the umpire.
Of the doubt going to the batter. Well, they really attacked in that. When you're looking for boundaries, they're very hard to come by.
There's a lot to like about Shriyanka Patil. No surprises on favourite cricketer, franchise that she's with. She's already an RCB legend, breaking a long wait for a trophy. And Shriyanka Patil has her first wicket in the Women's Asia Cup. Simple, so simple. Alia is caught in mid-wicket.
She's looking to turn this leg side, but turns the bat far too early. And yeah, Riaz looking to turn it for a single, finds herself heading back, and this is why as soon as she hit it, she knew. And you won't get much easier ones than that, Jemmy. She was almost celebrating before she caught it. That was the only way she was going to make a mistake there. Alia Riaz goes for 6 from 11. Pakistan lose their third, 41 for 3.
Out walks the Pakistan captain, Nidadar. Milestone match for the skipper, 150 in D20Is. Shriyanka asking questions of the season pro at the opposite end. It's a really good start. 1 for 1 in that over, 41 for 3 Pakistan. They bowled well in tandem. Yadav gave very little away in her first over. Sense that Alia Riaz got a bit restless. Turns out though.
Well, that close-up, what a good shot that was from our cameraman, because you could see the arm ball there. Much slower from Radhi Yadav through the air, but it has found the gap there at third. We have mentioned the outfield ad nauseum. It's very quick here, so you have to hit it into the corners and make good running. Nidadar coming back for 2. Here's that wicket. Have a look at the seam here. Finger down the seam. Perfect. And I think that swing away is what's done for Alia Riaz there. She didn't read it from the hand and she's lost her wicket because of it. Excellent bowling, young lady.
You can't wait to see just what the future holds for Shriyanka Patil. This young age, ever improving. Genuine all-rounder. Just 21. That is some very handy footwork, if it was intentional, from Richa Ghosh.
You can see a wry smile from her. Almost evaded her. Ah, well, look at that.
That is intentional. She's anticipated that. They love their football in West Bengal.
I think no matter what takes she gets in this match, that's her favourite. That's her favourite stop of the match so far, and probably for the innings.
Nice, Radhe.
You could sense something's cooking now with the pressure of dot balls. So Dramin walks across, tries to manufacture something. India doing well here, 46 for 3 after 9. A double-header action. Second serving of the evening. Already had plenty of storytelling, even on day one, Women's Asia Cup 2024. More of the reverse sweeps being pulled out. That's well played. And a runaway. Sidra Amin is relying on the reverse. She's got 4 for it as the 50 comes up.
Well, something's working, don't change it. And this is working for Sidra Amin. Extra little bit of pace on that delivery as well. And as soon as you get it through the infield, very hard to reel it in. Neither fielder are able to get there in time.
She's fired that in. Unfortunately, the attempt to push that one through, bowl it quicker. Shriyanka Patil. That's the first point as your foot lands. Tight call. Right, she's pulled out a bouncer in that big bag of tricks that she has. I don't think the batter was expecting that on the free hit ball, so in a way, one is a good result.
Well, if she meant this, then it's a master stroke because very difficult to hit that for a boundary, especially the way that the field is set. So, good plan.
Yeah, I think she meant it because she ran to Harmanpreet Kaur while the umpire was still signalling no ball, anticipating what she wants to do next ball. So she's keen to tell the captain what she thinks is her best ball. Harman's backed it. Or Harman said, don't even think about it, and she's bowled it anyway.
I'm not too sure that's how it went.
That seemed to move in the air.
Sidra Amin is just having a chat with us that we're seeing here from Shriyanka. She just about got the foot back in. But I think that's the arm ball yet again. She's using it to great effect, using the wind as well. So it's the right end for her to bowl from.
Yeah, you could see it. She's getting the ball to move. She's using conditions. This is top stuff, even though the over's gone for 7. Shriyanka's making the batters think. 53 for 3 at the halfway stage. Players will potentially regroup. It's time for a drink.
A win that eluded them for so long. 8 games.
An approach in terms of bowling, and when it comes to batting, I think at one
2012, beating India, goal.
You was beating India for the first time, and that too by
2. We had 7. Before that edition, we had 6. It started with 2 teams. Mithali's told us the story. Fixtures for you onto your screen. Will play Nepal, the team that was victorious today. A win that had eluded them for so long finally came and embraced them tight. So,
definitely. I think there was a clear game plan, and the bowlers did back that plan.
scoreline suggests 55 for 3. Good shot this, good fielding too. And restricts it just to a single. And Marina, you were seen interacting with the Pakistan staff as well. What did...
That's picked up nicely, but straight to the fielder. Had personal interactions at the domestic level with women's squad, and I was having a word with him as well. So he has a lot of input to be given to these players. But as a player, I think they lag behind.
Oh, if she had picked it up cleanly, batter would be history. Plenty to discuss. 11 goals. I have to say, okay, let's go strong from here. Let's put one foot on the pedal and not take it off, Kamina.
I think it's all about the positive approach. You don't have to go all guns blazing and let Mithali take that.
Mithali interacting with the players right there. Mithali, let's hear all of that.
I've known them during the so a little bit of chat.
Did you tell them you've been under the weather for the past 3 days?
I did mention it to the physio, yes, and right away check on me.
Okay, uses the feet, fielder there. Will it be wicket number 4? It is wicket number 4. Deepthi strikes.
Nidadar trying to break the shackles. It wasn't a smart piece of batting. It was very miser. She saw her coming down, just a slight bit of change in the pace. And Nidadar was nowhere close to the pitch of the delivery, had to pay the price. And captain has to take the walk back. India yet again dominating. Nidadar goes back on 8. Pakistan 4 down on 59.
For 4. Sidramin is holding one end together. Tubasan. 26 matches, 37 runs. Look at that average. She has to perform a whole lot better than that. We'll take a look at that wicket. It was a tossed up delivery. Challenge was thrown. She accepted and she perished.
Deepthi is a very smart bowler, someone who knows she gets the edge, she knows when to tighten the length, bowl those armers, when to turn the ball, give a tweak.
Good over, this 3 runs conceded and a wicket. And she told to the cover fielder, it's coming to you, I told you that. 1 wicket for Deepthi, who's been very economical, as well as Shriyanka Patil. 2 over.
She's quite limited in terms of international cricket.
And you know what? Sometimes when you want a morale lift or a boost in your confidence, you look back at moments where you've been victorious. 2022, Pakistan beat India in the Women's Asia Cup. That was one moment you can look back and rejoice.
Just to get the Pakistan team going.
Yeah, not a bad thought at all. Not a bad thought at all. For the moment, live these moments. Yet again, trip down memory lane. Oh, the swag. Oh, the win. Oh, the hug. What victory does is, it brings your lost confidence back into your veins. India looked dejected, and for the fans, it was a very jubilant moment. And you can understand that. Drives beautifully. The 3 dot balls, 1 run, and again living those moments.
Yeah, it was a huge moment indeed. It's always special to beat India because the quality of a side they are in terms of batting, bowling, fielding, leadership, everything was spot on. But this match pulled right out of the throat of the Indian cricket team.
You spoke about the scorecard being flashed on the giant screen. We flashed the winning moments there. Harman too looking at that and says, yes, we lost it. Up in the air, will be wicket number 5. It is going to be. Renuka gets her first, India get their 5th.
The pressure was building up. It was just a matter of time for that loose delivery. Not loose delivery, loose shot from Sidra Amin. It was way outside off stump. And her natural swing is into the leg side. Wasn't pitched up, just trying to force that shot to break the shackles and had to pay the price. Easy catch yet again. On this occasion it was rather underneath it. Sidra Amin goes now in Pakistan in big trouble. 5 down on 61.
Yeah, India in a very dominant position at the moment. 25 is what she scored, 61 for 5. Iram Javed. 54 matches, a lot of experience. Time now to rise up to the occasion. Loud appeal, looks at the umpire. Umpire says yes. Renuka's 2 in 2. India's got their 6th.
Right on the money, Renuka. That's a good nipped back and slightly in a wild swing. Another one gone. Pakistan is trembling like cards.
Yeah, another one bites the dust. 2 wickets in 2 balls. She'll be on a hat-trick. 61 for 6. Two wickets in the last 2 balls of the previous over, and she finished her quota. Next game, and she'll be coming into bowl. The first delivery is going to be so very important. And take a look at those 2 wickets. Complete best of 35. An average of 15.45. UAE.
Lovely bowling.
She'll be very happy with those 2 wickets because she was struggling to get her line and length against South Africa at home. And this is her first wicket, Sidra Amin. Plus point for her is up, so it's very difficult to hit Renuka from the crease, which Sidra Amin attempted. And there could have been a run out had it been a direct hit.
Brilliant glove work there, brilliant. She runs, changes directions quickly. Oh, her idol, Mahi would have done. She idolizes Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Glimpses. In Pakistan, they need to keep on rotating strike, otherwise it's going to be all over very soon. What they're doing is just keep blocking the deliveries, and all of a sudden they realize that...
The naked eye, we thought it was a boundary 4. The fielder has been stationed at least 8 meters into the ground. There were 4 for sure.
That's a 4, and the reason probably the fielder is a few yards in is...
Take a look at that boundary yet again.
Yes, I feel that it really didn't hit her middle of the bat. It hit at the bottom, and that's why it didn't really carry much. But Hema there, the fielder, was way ahead, and that's why she was not able to cover the yard.
Trick, but she's finished a quota of 4 overs. On the 5th delivery and the 6th, she picked up 2 back-to-back wickets, and she'll be on a hat-trick day after tomorrow. Good square drive that. We'll revisit that moment. 4. Just when she was rewarded for her good work.
Bowled again, the execution has been spot on from all the... When we talk about Indian batting, ball has clearly struggled.
Speak about the planning, you speak about the execution. The captain, very, very agile indeed. We spoke about Vastrakar, she would use a short ball. Mithali, you brought that point into picture, and they've just exercised all their options to brilliance, no doubt about that. Talk about the 14 runs, talk about the economy, 3.5, and then going to be on a hat-trick.
There'll be a wide. We're talking about short ball. I am a huge advocate that as a batter you need to understand and what your role is. If you're an opener, there has to be a staple shots that you have in your skill set. For an opener, probably you should be comfortable facing the swing. You should know how to cut and pull the ball properly. We saw that Gulfiroza, he again just whipped it. It wasn't a proper pull shot. If you don't do that, if you don't bring that to your skill set, then you're going to struggle at international cricket. It beats the fielder. Lucky boundary for Fatma Sana and also for Pakistan.
Powerfully hit, no doubt about that.
Pooja erred a little bit in her length. She bowled up to the batter, and that's where I think has given batter a little more time and the power into the stroke you can see, which fetched her boundary. I think Pooja as a bowler, her strength is to hit, so her length has to be somewhere in good length, a short of good length, but up to the batter if you pitch.
When you speak about the execution, the planning, it all starts in the dressing room. Yeah, the towel that she was wearing in the back pocket just fell down. It all starts with the coach. The shows on the field. Coach can plan, it needs to be executed well by the captain, supported by the players. You talk about the test matches, how they perform. 600 plus runs against South Africa, 400 plus runs against Australia. Then talk about the T20 version.
It's a misfield.
Yeah, I'm so lost in that story. This puts bat to ball, and it was aided by bad fielding in the end.
Radha is not a bad fielder as such, Paddy. It's one of those times that she misfields, but otherwise a brilliant fielder in the in circle. Usually captain uses her at point because she's a left-hander.
The bowling coach is also a former Punjab player, Munish Bali. Well, making a note of that. 15 gone, 81 for 6.
He's done. She still has plenty to offer.
She's got all the tricks already because that one was delivered from way back in the crease. Arm ball, she bowls that right up at already today.
And she likes bowling tough overs. Often see her thrown the ball at the end of the innings.
On the field of play, apart from today, before the game, she was walking past me, big beaming smile, said, "Hello, how are you?" I just thought, what a lovely girl. She's just loving her time out there playing for India. And no, I knew exactly who it was. Isn't that so nice that she's come over and made that effort to come and say hello to someone she doesn't know from Adam?
Come on, you're Irish royalty, Joyce. That's good. And it's a welcome boundary, bit of up and over the covers. Pakistan need more of that.
When we talked about hitting with the wind, we were thinking to the leg side. This is to the offside. The arm ball yet again, but too full. Uses that pace, uses the swing, and gets the hands through quickly enough to send it forward of the fielder in the deep. It's very backward.
Malaysia take on Thailand. That's the afternoon game, right here, Tambula. Bit of excitement from Richa Ghosh. So we got Group B in action tomorrow. This is a good one. Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Can't help but think that winner of this game. Cricket just gets more and more popular. They're very impressive as well. Pakistan know that. Gone through just a couple of moments in the last few overs after India have on the dominant side. It's perhaps something for Amol Mazumdar to take note of.
The field is just being a little bit put right going forward. Radiyada to have some misfielding earlier.
Can't help but think that if Pakistan go down easily and they don't get a fighting total, Nidadar's decision to bat first. India are a dominant team. Anything, sometimes when you ask them to set the pace of play, try and figure out what a good score is. Call is for catch it, it'll land short. It was dry. Those were words to you.
Well, I think when you're looking to beat a team that's light pressure, so I think that's why Nidadar decided to bat first.
Yeah, they won batting first in the last edition of this tournament.
This is a really good field to a lower order batter. All the fielders up on the offside. Decent length outside off, saying find the gap between my fielders in the ring. And she hasn't.
That's always going to be two. Radha Yadav finishes her third, and let's hear from her now.
इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट कर देना चाहती हूँ, जो भी टीम हो नहीं करता, मैं चाहती हूँ कि मैं अपने कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन कर सकती हूँ और वो मैं करूँ.
Around the world, people are pulling for India women. Well, that's an easy chance. Straight to the fielder. There's one fielder there operating between extra cover and all the way around to 45. Just the one fielder in the ring. It's Radha Yadav. And it's gone straight to her. Couldn't have picked her out better if she tried to, Hassan. She's been the one batter who's looked comfortable out there, but she's gone now. From Deepti Sharma, that bit of aggression. 22 from 19 from Tuba Hassan. She goes off the bowling of Deepti Sharma and Pakistan.
Saida Rupsha back in Pakistan's playing 11, back in the squad. Last featured she's off the mark. Decides to go for the second, and she was wrong.
She bowls a lot of arm balls. This one turned in though, and that's what did for the fielder.
Great effort, outstanding effort from Radha. She could still have her wicket. She probably does. Richa Ghosh is convinced. It was an outstanding effort. She took a ball of this over, went full.
She looked for the diving catch, didn't quite make it, got to her feet and hit direct on return. And I'll tell you what, that would have been uncomfortable, that diving attempt. Even worse when you don't reach it. The air will, that will be the 8th wicket. This was the full play together. Didn't read the arm ball. Look at that attempt, and the wherewithal to turn her hands around to stop that was quite something from Radha Yadav. Incredible cricket from her.
Her hands to just try and block the ball, and that ensured that
for 4, and then she can effect a run out like that. Nashra Sandhu, the new batter, out in the middle. Just the 18 runs to the names and not the average that.
Oh, there was two sounds, and that's 2 in 2. 3 in the over. It is going horribly wrong for Pakistan.
Pakistan, it's all going wrong. Tiny bit of turn, doesn't get forward.
Sadia Iqbal, last batter in. She survives 3 wickets in the over and just 2 runs. One out of Arupsha. Brilliant from Radha Yadav, alert. A short third. Nashra Sandhu's stay was just for 1 ball, just fishing. He's been around long enough, knew what she was doing, just pushed that through quicker. Richa Ghosh was alert. What does Fatima Sana do here? Can she at least bat out these 2 overs, farm the strike?
It's stick or twist, isn't it? She's got Radha Yadav, who's been handed the penultimate over.
It's a good shot. Long on has worked. Sadia Iqbal was keen and pleading for Fatima Sana to get back on strike, but Fatima was about halfway past the pitch before Radha Yadav released the ball. Just wanted any kind of contact, and she was going to run.
That this game would follow. Quite an interesting field, quite a straight mid-off in the ring. Then is that a wide long off or an extra cover on the boundary? Well, now they're changing around. Harmanpreet Kaur
Manufacture all the power. Goes for the slog sweep and just over. Good ball striking this from Fatima Sana, and the 100 comes up for Pakistan.
She tried coming down a few times and then she said, you know that what, I'm just going to stand and deliver. 6 of the best. You could tell right off the bat that was going all the way. Those crops batted. Just stands and watches that. Majestic.
She goes again. She will get the distance again. Back-to-back sixes. Rather 2 sixes in 3 balls. Fatima Sana giving Pakistan something of a finish.
Well, she had to decide, was she going to try?
Successfully on 2 occasions. Shriyanka Patil will close the innings out. Fatima's off strike for now. Oh, this could be the end. It's another direct hit. Shafali Verma. This is on the other side of short third now.
Always best to ask the umpire to check things, but I think she is just about home. Direct hit almost did for her, but that should be survival for Sadia Iqbal.
Yeah, I think for a second Shafali didn't register that she's hit the stumps down direct. Full stretch, or at least as not the option that Fatima would have wanted her to take. Non-strikers just hit her bat onto her pads in disgust, but Shriyanka Patil has cleared out the innings, has cleaned up Sadia Iqbal. It's been a sorry innings from Pakistan.